In a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court has sided with the Trump administration on a controversial deportation policy. The ruling allows the administration to resume deportations under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. This decision overturns lower court orders that had temporarily halted the removals. The case centered around alleged members of a Venezuelan gang known as Tren de Aragua. The administration argued that these individuals posed a threat to national security. They claimed the gang's ties to the Venezuelan government constituted an invasion. The Supreme Court's decision marks a significant victory for President Trump. It underscores the ongoing legal battles surrounding his immigration policies. The ruling has sparked intense debate about the balance of power between the executive and judicial branches. It has also raised concerns about the potential for executive overreach. The case has further fueled the national conversation about immigration, national security, and the role of the judiciary. The Alien Enemies Act is a largely forgotten law from the early days of the United States. Passed in 1798 during a time of war fever, the act grants the president broad authority to detain and deport non-citizens deemed alien enemies. The law's historical context is crucial to understanding its potential for abuse. Enacted during a period of heightened fear and xenophobia, the Alien Enemies Act reflects a darker chapter in American history. The act's use throughout history has been limited, primarily invoked during times of declared war. Its application in this case, where no such declaration exists, has raised eyebrows and fueled criticism. Critics argue that the Trump administration is using the Alien Enemies Act as a tool to circumvent due process and target specific groups. They fear that the law, dusted off and wielded in this manner, sets a dangerous precedent for executive power. The Supreme Court's decision to uphold the administration's use of the act has reignited debate about its constitutionality and its place in modern society. The Supreme Court's decision in this case was deeply divided, reflecting the broader societal divisions on immigration and executive power. The 5-4 split saw the court's conservative majority upholding the Trump administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act, while the liberal minority dissented strongly. The majority opinion, delivered in an unsigned per curiam opinion, focused on procedural grounds. The majority argued that the detainees should have challenged their detention through habeas corpus proceedings in Texas, where they were being held, rather than in Washington, D.C. They maintained that the D.C. court lacked jurisdiction. Justice Kavanaugh, in a concurring opinion, echoed this sentiment, emphasizing the importance of adhering to established legal procedures. The dissenting justices, led by Justice Sotomayor, sharply criticized the majority's decision. They argued that the majority's focus on procedure ignored the potential harm to the detainees. Justice Sotomayor, joined by Justices Kagan and Brown-Jackson, accused the government of attempting to bypass judicial oversight. They expressed concern that the ruling would embolden the administration to further erode the rights of immigrants. The Supreme Court's decision has far-reaching implications for national security, the balance of powers, and the rights of immigrants. By upholding the Trump administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act, the court has potentially expanded executive power in matters of immigration and national security. This ruling could embolden the administration to pursue more aggressive deportation policies, potentially targeting other groups deemed undesirable. The decision also raises concerns about the erosion of due process rights for immigrants. The ruling fits into a broader pattern of legal challenges against the Trump administration's executive actions. Throughout his presidency, Trump has frequently tested the boundaries of executive power, particularly in the realm of immigration. His administration has faced numerous lawsuits challenging its policies, with varying degrees of success. The Supreme Court's decision in this case represents a significant victory for the Trump administration in its ongoing legal battles. Chief Justice John Roberts, known for his cautious approach and his desire to maintain the court's legitimacy, played a pivotal role in this case. While he sided with the majority in allowing the deportations to proceed, he also took steps to address concerns about due process. Roberts emphasized the need for the administration to provide detainees with notice of their removal and a reasonable opportunity to seek legal recourse. This nuanced stance highlights the complex and often delicate balancing act required of the Supreme Court in navigating politically charged cases with significant constitutional implications.